Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why being sweet doesn't work on women. So this was a huge tactic that I used to do, right? I when I was not really struggling with women and attraction and things like that. And basically I would do so many like little things that I would do nice gestures, right? But it was all because I really wanted to be in a relationship with them and I wanted to, be dating them. Um, and it came across as kind of inauthentic. So, for example, for me, I would buy trinkets for the girls that I liked. And again, I would get that, oh, that's so sweet kind of response from them. But it didn't really do anything to make them want me more or be more or like me more. Okay. Um, I used to write like poems, things like that, overly like romantic stuff, okay? Because one of my huge role models, I don't even know why I decided that he was going to be a role model for me when it comes to romance, was in the film Moulin Rouge, the main guy in that, Ewan McGregor's character. I decided that he was my role model and that's how I was going to treat all the women and magically they would fall in love with me. And that guy, that character is super, 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 super sweet. Super, 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 super sweet. Okay. And also really pushy as well if you think about it. If you watch that movie, you'll see like he's kind of like, we should be lovers, and he's like singing he's singing that to her. Oh my god. Anyway, it's just really funny. And when I think about how much I thought that was the right thing to do, when in reality it was just like the worst thing ever. Well, not the worst thing ever, but obviously the worst thing ever would to be like a stalker. But it was the worst thing ever in terms of like a tactic to try and get a woman to like you more when they weren't either interested in you or trying to make them more interested in you. It's like being sweet doesn't do anything, because basically being sweet isn't sexy, okay? And in order for there to be a romantic relationship, there has to be sexual attraction, right? Because that's what makes the difference between a friendship and just and being lovers, right? There's the romantic sort of sexiness of it, right? So being sweet isn't sexy. Being sweet is nice and it's kind, but it's not sexy. Okay? Now it doesn't mean that you can never be sweet, and it doesn't mean that you should be mean or cold or horrible. It just means that save sweet things, like for example, buying a little thoughtful gift, you know. Save those kinds of things for birthdays, Christmases, Valentine's Day, yeah? But the rest of the time, you should be trying to raise her attraction in you, or if she's already attracted to you, so let's say she's your girlfriend, your goal is to maintain that attraction, okay? But it's sexual attraction. It's not sweet kindness, cutesiness, okay? But like I said, it doesn't mean that you're mean or cold, okay? It just means that you're not doing too much. You're not displaying and doing all these little thoughtful things for her and all the time, okay? Because it's not going to make her more attracted to you, especially with women that you're just dating. Because what your main focus should be, okay, this is the right approach to have. Your main focus to be when you're on a date with a woman, when you're hanging out with your wife or girlfriend, when things lead to that stage, your main goal is to always be trying to create a fun experience for you both. You should be always trying to make her laugh and have a good time and just enjoying yourselves like you're two little kids having a bit of a having a laugh and being a bit cheeky with each other. That's the right kind of vibe you should be bringing to it, not this sweet kindness sort of thing, okay? Writing love letters and buying little gifts and trinkets and kissing up to her and, that sort of thing. That's it. That's all you need to be focusing on. You should just be focusing on having a good time and fun and making her laugh. That's pretty much what you should be doing the majority of the time. And of course, you can't do that every single moment of every single day when you're in a relationship because, serious things comes up where it requires you to be serious. But the majority of the time, it's just going to be you two hanging out on a normal day, And there's no reason why you shouldn't be, trying to make her laugh and have a good time and figuring, coming up with fun things for you to do when you're together. And that's how you should be on dates as well. You should be, when you're on dates, your main focus should be creating a fun experience for you both, having a laugh, and, just trying to get her to open up and feel more comfortable around you by being humorous and by being fun and by being playful and by having a great time. That's what your aim should be, okay? So how can you do this, and how can you facilitate having a good time and laughter and stuff on a date? Well, when you're together on a date, pick stuff out of your environment that you think is funny. Maybe you might even do a bit of people watching, so it might be to other people's expense. But as long as, you're not shouting these things, it doesn't matter if it's just like a little inward joke that you two are having together. You're picking out things in your environment, that sort of thing. Maybe someone says something that you overhear together and you keep on repeating it. I remember once this happened to me and my wife when we were just walking in a park, and there was this bunch of old people, and one of these old ladies just said really loudly in her boomer voice, she just said, "Oh, that's a lot of antibiotics," and we didn't get any sort of like context of what that conversation was about. We just heard that, and then every so often, like when we have to have antibiotics now, we're like, "Oh, that's a lot of antibiotics." It's just like one of those things. It's like a little inside joke. So it's about like creating like little inside jokes like that. So if you overhear someone saying something, and it just sounds like a really funny phrase, then go with it. Like you start saying it to her, like in the funny voice and mimicking them and things. And then it could be like a little inside joke that you guys have, and that's ways that you can create fun and laughter. Another thing is to like ask her questions that she would enjoy answering. So if you can tell let's say when she's talking to you and you get onto a topic and she lights up and she's really, really passionate about it, try and stay on topics about those kinds of things. And when the conversation runs dry, ask her more questions again until you get to another one of those topics where she lights up and is like really excited, and then start asking her more about that again. Because people enjoy talking about themselves, right? And that's one way that you can get someone to be more interested in you. Oddly, strangely, it's from that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. But also, you can get them even more interested and like you even more if you get them and facilitate them to talk about things that they like to talk about. So it could be like they've got a dog and they really love their dog, and they take it to the groomers, or maybe they're a dog trainer and they get it to do tricks. Ask your date about the dog, right? Just be always talking about the dog, okay? And she will like you more for it because you're getting her to talk about things that she likes talking about. Now, it's all well and, good and well to just be asking about her in general, like where she grew up and what her friends are like, what music she likes, That's fine. But when you find one of those topics where she lights up and gets really excited about talking about it, get her to talk more about it. Like, I'll be asking questions more about it. Figure out ways that you could ask more questions. So let's say she's talking about her dog, and you're like, "Oh, so what got you into dog training then?" Or what's your favorite trick to do with the dog? Just coming up with like as many questions as you can to get her to keep on talking about it. And she will think that you're great because you really care about something that she really cares about, right? This is one of those things. So that's one of the ways that you can do that and focus more on that kind of stuff than being sweet and doing little gestures and that kind of thing. Because those things is nice, but it's something that you don't need to do all the time, okay? But this was something that I used to do all the time. I was trying to be sweet all the time, trying to do like little nice things. Every time I would hang out with a girl that I liked, I would give her something. And it's like, it just doesn't do anything for their attraction. What would have been better for me if I wanted them to like me more, if I did have a chance, which with some of them I didn't, because they had no attraction to begin with. But I could have made them like me more at least. Or maybe if they had some attraction for me, that would have been ignited more if I just focused on having fun and making them laugh. And that's what would have worked better for me, rather than trying to be sweet and doing these sweet gestures and things to that effect, okay? So that's why being sweet doesn't work on women, okay? It doesn't do anything for their attraction in you. It's nice, but it doesn't raise their attraction in you, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. You can also find my book on there, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. You can read it for free. There's a PDF reader on there. And the book's on the website. But if you would like a physical copy, you can get it on Amazon or you can get the Kindle version. And also, if you would like to see videos in advance before everyone else, then I recommend that you go and join the members of my YouTube channel. All you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel and then just click join. And then you'll be able to get access to all of the videos that are not published yet to the public. But it's not necessary. You don't have to do that because they will be published eventually. Okay, but it's just for those people that maybe want to find another way to support the channel, support my work. And also, you know, if you just really want more content of mine and you want to binge watch a load of my videos or something to that effect. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.